Sup bitches, Cat here, and today we're playing Sisyphus Reborn. I saw it on Game Jolt and it looked kind of cool, but the screen is like this big. So it was in full screen, but then I couldn't actually record it. There was a bunch of issues, so I put it into not full screen and the only size is like that. So let's try to play this. It's small! How it began is irrelevant. I found myself in a cave. It's a nice start. To my mind, this is where I began to exist, though I couldn't say how I arrived or how long I'd been there. Okay, nothing existed, then everything existed. After some time, I began to sense a faint light at the far end of the cave. This alone gave me a reason to go forward, the unshakable hope of escape, of freedom. I'm a little doodly-doo. Do I left click, right click? Click to close messages. Escape key for load quit save. Look at him, he's little and cute. I don't see any possible way out in this direction. Alright, let's wiggle this way. It's cute. What was that? Stalagmite. This cave is full of stalagmites. This one is almost joined to the stalagmite above it. It's a stalactite. I don't know. Stalactite, stalagmite. Yes. Stalactite and stalagmite have almost joined together. Exciting. I can't fit through the gap, and somehow the cave is so narrow that I can't move sideways at all. Can I go up? Well, then what do I do now? Stalactite. The cave is full of stalactite. Some form of liquid seems to be dripping from the roof. Oh, come on. What are you getting stuck in there for? Can I get this liquid? Some dripping from the roof. Oh, rocks. Large pile of rocks. It looks like part of the cave formations must have collapsed a long time ago, as the rocks have become smooth and round. These rocks look quite heavy. I don't want to carry one around with me unless I really need to. Whoa. Rock. Rock, rock. Looking closer, stalactite has a small crack in it. I might be able to break it off. It still is too strong for me to break with my hands. Okay, go back and get the rock. Rock. Rock, rock, rock. Can you get one? This rock should be solid enough to break through the stalactite. Stalactite will tell the fuse, right click to cancel. Okay, come on little dude. Crack. Okay. Well, we got through that. Come on. Let's go, little buddy. Let's go. We're almost there. Come on. Oh, more. There's a faint light glowing up ahead. But there's more cave. Cave is closed off on both ends. How on earth did I end up here? That is odd. Oh, but there's a little hole. The hole is too small for me to fit through. It looks like the only way out, though. The water is cool and seems to glow slightly in the gloom. I don't feel at all thirsty, though, or hungry for that matter. The wall of the cave is solid and surprisingly smooth. A dampness permeates the air, making the walls glisten slightly. Okay. What do I do about this? Looks like the flow of water is gradually worn away the rock. Perhaps I can break away some of the rock. I could use that piece of stalactite as a rope. I'm pushing away from the rock. I'm gonna go all the way back. I mean, it's a good use of space, but that stuff is always annoying. You should be able to pick up things as you go. I'll take it with me. Maybe I could have taken it with me. I'm just a moron. Alright. Let's come back here and use this on the... Can't find it. Can't get it. There we go. The mouse is being really weird. I'll see if I can break some of this weakened rock. After some time, pieces of the cave wall fall away and a flood of white light fills the cave. It is so bright that the outside world is barely discernible. Going in, buddy. The outside world is so bright I can't see anything at all. The hole is now large enough to fit through. Go through, buddy. A vast desert sprawls out beyond the limits of sight. The air is so saturated with heat that the entire landscape appears to be shifting. Whoa. That's kind of cool. Strange-looking trees. They are solid and seem almost petrified. I can't tell if they are living or dead. Okay. What about the sun? What about the dots? Oh, there's another dude. Digger. Who, where, and who are you? I am me. That doesn't help me at all. Can't you be more specific? I am me. Very well, this is going nowhere. Where am I? We are here. What is this place? This is the place where we dig. Why? We dig to live. Okay, I'm leaving. That's weird. The hole in the ground that explains the piles of sand. The piles of sand explain the holes. What? Sand isn't solid as it looks. Trying to climb it will just pull it down. Okay. Oh, there's another guy. Help! I can't get a straight answer out of the person over there. Can you tell me what is going on here? I cannot help you. You will need to ask someone else. Please? I just need to know where I am. What is this place? I cannot help you. You will need to ask someone else. I'll do anything. You don't seem to say anything else. All you're able to say, anything else at all? I cannot help you. You will need to ask someone else. Oh my goodness. I've had enough. This is an odd game. What is this guy doing? Where am I? You are here. Where is here? Here is where you are. What are you doing? Digging. Why? Dig to make mountains. Why do you make mountains? You make mountains to fill in holes? Okay, why? That's weird. Deep hole. It looks particularly deep. More petrified trees. There doesn't seem to be much life in this place at all. Something? I don't suppose you could tell me anything about this place. I could tell you about digging. Very well, please tell me about digging. We dig to live. Why live? We dig to live. We live to dig. I see. Something else. Is there anyone who might know about something besides digging? Digging is all we know. You may try asking the pyramid. The pyramid? You mean that mound of sand behind you? No, there is a shining pyramid out in the desert. I have asked questions and always received the same answers. I do not understand the answer, but it makes me feel calm. I suppose I will seek out this shining pyramid then. How do I find it? Travel through the desert and walk over the hill with the lone tree. This is odd. So he just suddenly happened, and there's diggers, and he's a guy, but he needs to learn how to dig. Oh, this makes no sense. In a good way. Over the hill with the lone tree? The pyramid should just be over this hill in this direction. What are these? Ding. 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 A bell hanging from a tree. It appears to be made out of the same shiny, opaque material as the pyramid. Alright. Alright, pyramid. Reveal your secrets. The surface is quite rough to the touch. I cannot find any markings on it. It sounds like bells are playing inside. Ah, I was playing it wrong the whole time. Movement is heard inside the pyramid and the previously unseen entrance appears. That was clever. I was just hearing it wrong. The inside of the pyramid seems to be quite dim. The walls must be very thick to keep out harsh sunlight. Hopefully I can get some answers in here. Will do playing the bells. Oh, are you? I imagine you have asked that question of many here and received no useful answers. I am afraid I can offer you no more than they. I am myself, and you are yourself. I am the one that lives in this pyramid who is conversing with you now. Anything more is meaningless. You seem different from the others. I was here before any of the others. Many of them came to me for questions before you. Why you? I was here before them. Did you create this place? No. How long have you been here? I was here before the others. But how long has that been? I was here before the others. This is all I can know. Why hide away in here? I imagine you have had meaningless, frustrating conversations with the others here. I have experienced this over an eternity. I built this place to escape, knowing that only someone with a slightly intelligent mind would be able to play the pattern on the bells. Okay. Where? I feel like I have memories of before this place, but I don't know what they are. Where is this place? How did you arrive here? I have been here for an eternity. My earliest memory is being here alone. But let me ask you, how are you able to communicate with me? I don't know. I just can. I know language. I know what a tree is, what a rock is. I have memories of life, but things here are wrong. I'm in a wrong place. I'm sure of it. What you think are memories may simply be instinct. No one taught either of us language, and yet here we are. Are your memories of this place? No, of something else, but as if a dream of a dream. It is the afterlife? It is not possible to know, and if it were, would that change anything? No, I suppose not, but I would have expected something more? Something more? I don't know what. Anything? I'm sure I don't belong here. I want to get out. There is no way out. I once considered such an action, but I have been here for an eternity and tried everything. I have traveled forever in every direction. The empty desert stretches out endlessly. The life we have here is the only life possible. But there is nothing here, no reason to exist. We have but one reason to exist, to dig. I don't understand. You dig holes and fill them in? How is this a reason to exist? We have a choice, to dig or not to dig. We choose to dig. This choice gives us purpose. Really, if those are the only options, it doesn't seem like a choice at all. Do you really feel you had a choice to come and see me or not? Or that any of the others here have a choice? It is only on the surface a justification. Whether there are opinions, options, or is not irrelevant. Everyone here might have a path chosen for them in advance. The only difference is no one is aware of it. Perhaps there can only ever be one sequence of events. What happens if I agree? I mean, I guess it kind of seems like No, I disagree. I don't believe you. Are you saying you knew I would come here? I'm not claiming to be clairvoyant. All I am saying is that once you had come here, this was the only possible path. It is already ahead of you, even though it is unseen. I do not know my own path either, only that it is there. I accept things as they happen as the only thing that could have happened. But you said the only possibility here is to dig. What about this place? Those bells you made? This is more than just digging. You must understand, I have been here for an eternity. I have built whole cities and watched them decay. Everything returns to sand eventually, and yet we remain. But surely you can build again. Given enough time, everything here decays except ourselves. Any action repeated enough times eventually becomes pointless. We appear to have no end to our time, so all actions become meaningless. Those bells were not left as an example of what might be created. They are a reminder and a warning to avoid the burden of inevitable disappointment. There is no end to any of it. Nothing retains any meaning. great actions ultimately end with failure every single time. The only success possible here comes from menial tasks. This is the only path to happiness to live at all. The only way to avoid non-existence is to dig. And what of non-existence? I will take you there. I will show you. Okay. There's a pool of people. These are the ones that have chosen nothing. What happened to them? They come here and wait. After a while, they find it difficult to move. Later, they aren't able to move at all. Eventually, they cannot communicate, and I believe they are no longer aware of anything at all. Such is the fate of those that choose nothing. I would not wish this on anyone. I suggest that you choose to dig. Why do they all group together like that? Oh no, I do not know. I have seen it happen with many. They simply give up the will to continue living and they come to join a group like this to see. Perhaps they feel stronger purpose, treading a path that is laid before them by others. Perhaps this non-existence feels like it has meaning when chosen with many others. There are many groups like this scattered along throughout the desert. Oh, it's getting hard to read. How does this happen? How do they choose nothing? It is not as much a choice as a lack of action. Refrain from any action long enough and you will end up like them. So I either dig for eternity or face practical non-existence for eternity. I can't say I'm overjoyed with either option. What is out there in the desert? There is nothing more. Travel too far and the heat becomes so intense you cannot see. If you go too far, you may never come back. I will leave you now to consider and make your choice. I hope that you will choose to dig. If you do, come back and see me again. If not, I'll come and see you. This person does not respond in any way, though they are moving there. It does not appear to be any life in them. Stop it. Well, do I just run around the people? Oh, it just said something. It just said something. I don't know what it said. After wandering the desert for some time for an indeterminate amount of time, the heat becomes unbearable and the land itself appears to lose its physicality. Oh. Let's look at this tree. Tree? Tree! I have to get out of here before I lose my mind. Sand, 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 sand. I have to go back? Oh, I want to see. I want to see. Oh. There's nothing there. Do you want to quit? What does that mean? Do you want to quit? I'll go back. Sand, sand, sand. Tree, tree, tree. What does that say? If I go too far, I may never come back. Okay. Oh, this game's odd. So much reading, it makes my mouth dry. And it just generally becomes hard to talk. You're back. I presume this means you have chosen to dig. Is that really all there is to do here? That is the only choice we have. We either dig or we end up like those brain-dead souls you just saw. Is there no way to escape from this place? If everyone here really satisfied with existence, there have been many others like you. Many come to me hoping for answers. I could not help any of them. Some of them wandered off into the desert and were not seen since. Others chose nothing. Where do they go? Does this desert ever end? No, I have traveled in all directions for an eternity and found nothing. Eventually, I returned to where I had started and remained, as this was the one place that I felt I belonged. A place you belonged? Is there any way to escape through the sand? How far down have you dug? I have dug as far as it is possible to dig. The bedrock below the sand is stronger than the rocks we use for our tools. To try and break it is futile. There is nowhere to go. Oh my gosh, what do I do? There's been a few options here that I want to check out. But then that means playing the whole freaking game over again. Dig? Well then, assuming I want to dig, how do I even do this? I didn't wake up here holding a shovel. Everyone here has made their own. There are a few essential pieces of knowledge that even the least intelligent here possess. How to create a shovel, how to dig a hole, and how to fill it in again. So are you saying that if I don't know how to make a shovel, I am the least intelligent being here? That is not what I mean, but it certainly makes you an anomaly. I do not doubt your intelligence, but I question your sanity. Well, if digging holes and filling them in again for all eternity is considered sane here, I think I will happily call myself a madman. Very well. So, yes? How do I make a shovel? Ah, you have chosen to dig. Not yet. I just want to keep my options open and have as many choices as possible, which is 2 apparently. A shovel is very simple to make. Simply take a branch of any tree, a flat rock, and tie them together with grass. Of course, trees, rocks, and grass seem to be the only objects in this desert. Will you dig? Dig! That word doesn't seem real anymore. Yes, I'll dig. I'll dig my way right out of this place. I would not recommend that. Others have they gaze far down and eventually give up, becoming frozen far down in the bedrock. There is nothing down there, really. I'm going to try anyway. There must be a way out of here. Though I admire your spirit, I am also saddened by it. I have been here forever and have tried everything. I'm speaking honestly when I say your only chance for happiness is to dig. That may be true, but I at least need to know this for myself. I have to try. Very well, I wish you luck. If we never meet again, I hope that you manage to find peace in this world. Farewell. Oh. So much reading. Can't possibly handle so much reading. Tree is too small. Need a bigger one. Oh. Snap off a piece of branch. Where's the grass? I don't remember seeing grass. These must be the rocks collected by the diggers to make shovels. I'll take them with me. Where is grass? I have not seen grass. Ah, here's grass at the beginning. Oh, this grass seems petrified, as if there's no life in this place at all. Now I have everything I need to make a shovel. I'll just combine these together. Now, I suppose I dig. I'll dig right here. Can I dig right here? This is all I am going to do for eternally unless I think of something else. Oh God, what do I do? What if I dig in someone else's hole? What if I dig in the deep, deep hole? There we go. I don't want to dig in that hole. I'll get trapped down there. I think I will find my own place to dig. A hole being dug in the sand, I suppose. This is how all of those piles of sand came to be. I should go back to where it started, my cave. Alright, go back to the cave. A place that belongs into the cave. Okay. No one thought to dig in the cave. Perhaps the water is weak in the rock. I might as well dig here. Here, weakened by the water, breaks away with a little effort. Progress is slow, but aided by the continual flow of water. Where's the water coming from? Outside is a horrible desert. I had made a choice that felt real to me, whether my hand was forced or guided by a higher power. Whether there were other choices possible or not, none of this mattered anymore. I had ventured on a path that was now mine. It was bound to be me and I to it. It was bound to me and I to it. This path was my own and nothing could change that. How's he not going to drown? I would follow it to the end and know that I had lived. Sisyphus Reborn by That's really cool. Don't quite know what to... I mean, I get it. Sisyphus had to push the rock up the hill forever. So this is the new Sisyphus having to dig forever? But what, he broke through and created the world? I don't know. That was really cool. I'm sure it was a little boring to watch, and it was a little boring to play. If I was able to just sit here and read it slowly and take it in, it would have been a lot better, but reading out loud was very tiring. Is there anything at the end? Is there an end? Can't click on anything. Oh, the shovel. Well, that was awesome. I thought that was it's a good thing I waited. Anyway, so yeah, I guess he finally broke through and made things. I don't know. But it was awesome. Go give it a shot for yourself, guys. Thanks for watching, and I'll catch you later. Well, that's cheap.